Alrighty guys, I actually ran it Saturday morning here and I had to be in Indian Head at Firefly Rentals. If you guys need something and you're in this area and you need to rent a tool of some sort, get on over to Firefly Rentals. They'll fix you up good and proper. Now what did we get? We got this big guy. He ain't that big, but he's a 900-pound plate compactor tamper. That's him right there. It's going on 11 o'clock because it's been raining and drizzly and the wind is howling like crazy. Gloves. So we got to get it unloaded from there. How it's going to work in this wet friggin' clay, not super wet, but wetter than it was yesterday, I don't know, but we'll find out soon enough. CP's coming with the Bobcat to lift it out of there. So I need to get my gloves on, get a chain, and we'll get rocking. I'll bring you guys back in a minute. Alrighty, sorry about the wind guys, but it's friggin' cold out here too. Temperature is only +6 Celsius, well +10, but with the wind it feels like +6. She's a 900-pound plate compactor. So how you work it, it's got a forward and a reverse right here on this handle, and then a neutral, and then your throttle on the side. Now once you rev her up, you can see her starting to bounce there. That's her. You just push that button, this lever. That stops it. You pull it up, it'll start coming backwards on us. And you just kind of steer it by hand. Or you push it down to go forward. So what's it gonna do when we get on this clay? I have no idea. We're gonna find out though. If it'll climb the hill, I don't know. I think I'm stuck. I got a little bit of a hill right there and it doesn't want to crawl up. Feel the ground moving even at my feet, 2 feet away from it. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go and we're gonna get to work here. Alrighty guys, so there's the plate compactor right there. Went over the clay 3 times. Actually almost 4. Went east and west, north and south, back and forth, so on and so forth. Built myself a ramp. Basically, right across right there. You can see where I've been bouncing over the 2x4. So I'm not going to have much gravel right on this edge right here. But I don't think that'll matter too much. Just laid some few bucket loads of gravel out. I'm going to fire up that compactor and see how it does with that gravel, because we had some low spots, and I'm going to try layering it, packing it, layer it, pack it, so on and so forth in areas. I'll do the far end and come up this side, a little bit through the middle, then I'll move the compactor over, then I'll do more on this end and down that side where the compactor's sitting. I'll bring you back once I get this gravel packed, and we'll see how it does with a couple inches at a time. Talk to you guys later. It's almost a one-handed operation. Once you start putting the gravel down and you get going over it. Look, Mom, no hands. Just let it go on its own. Later. Look, a GPS run plate compactor. How about that shit? For all you goofy farmers and all your electronics, not quite GPS run. Later. Alrighty guys, well, we just got rained on again. How much? It wasn't a lot, but we were in the middle of trying to get the last of the gravel into position, and it got really wet, and I wanted to get it packed in, and well, you can see water pooled on here. Even I got it packed hard enough that water will pool on the gravel. See that? So, but it's not perfectly level by any means, but it's gonna have to do. I'm soaked. Ugh. Yeah, I got a little wet, but whatever, right? This is what it's gonna be anyways for this gravel portion of it. We still got to put in our forms. So it's a big round circle. That'll go one back there and another one right over here. 17-foot diameter, two of them circles. 5-inch thick forms, or 5-inch tall for 5-inch concrete. What are we using for rebar? Well, to be honest with y'all, I'll show you here. If you guys don't know what it is, like down in the States and out in Europe, Australia, so on and so forth, I don't know what you guys call this stuff, but up here it's called a livestock panel. And the biggest ones I've seen are 16 feet. This one in particular is a dual purpose livestock and hog panel. So here it is. And the reason it's a dual purpose, because the bars are so close together at the bottom edge. This is the bottom side. And then they get bigger to like a 5x6 inch bar. So this is what, this kind of stuff is what we're going to use as our rebar. That ought to hold the concrete together really well, I'm gonna guess. But that's the pad. Like friggin' 15 yards of gravel, it's all in there. Probably around 20 to 25 yards of friggin' clay is in there. And if that ain't gonna be strong enough to support this goddamn, these two bins, then I don't know what would, right? So I'm sure it'll be fine. Anyway, I gotta fill up the plate compactor with gas, get it loaded in the trailer, and it has to be back at Firefly Rentals in Indian Head for tomorrow morning, in between 8 and 9. So anything you need to, he pretty much has anything, god dang it. Like, he even has a concrete float, long pole. It's like 3 feet wide or 4 foot wide concrete float. So he has concrete tools, he has lifts, he has, you name it, he pretty much has it at Firefly Rentals. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Talk to y'all later. Alrighty guys, how's it going today? Don't worry about the grubby fucking truck. What are we doing? Well, we helping this guy out, Ron Kopak, out of Weyburn. He does a lot of equipment hauling. So he brought me his trailer. He's on his way to pick up some other stuff with a different trailer, and showed me how he loads these guys. This is a 35-foot MacDon straight cut header, and it's got to be run up to a disassemble plant place north of Saskatoon. It's a Flex Draper header. Anyways, just north of Saskatoon we got to go, and this thing's gonna get a little bit disassembled and stuffed in a sea can, and basically it's getting shipped to, I think he said Uganda or some goddamn thing like that. But we're all done here, so it's let's pitter patter, get at her, get our butts up to Saskatoon. We were just here at Young's Equipment loading up, so pitter patter, get at her, and get the hell out of Dodge. We've been here for almost an hour, so we'll talk to you guys later. Look at this, guys. 219.9. Woof, dude, this is gonna be an expensive trip. I'm just under the halfway mark. I need fuel to make the round trip, and I'm gonna guess we're gonna be sitting around 150 bucks just to do basically 3/4 of a tank of fuel. A year ago, I used to fill the truck for 150 bucks. She's almost, yeah, it's doubled in price from a year ago. More than doubled. Thanks, Trudeau. Thank you to all the liberals. Asses. Alrighty, guys. Well, we're in Saskatoon. We're actually on the north side of Saskatoon. We got a few miles to go here yet. No issues coming up. This trailer, oh, excuse me, sorry guys. This trailer pulls like a dream actually, but it's really surprising how much wind the header will grab. I'm actually it's the first time I've ever pulled a header like this, and I'm really quite surprised at how much wind that header grabs. But anyway, when we get to our destination, if they allow me to video it, I'll bring you along. If not, we'll catch you on our way back. Talk to you then. Alrighty guys, well, we're here at Nahas. equipment shipping, I guess. I don't know what contracting, whatever they do here. But this thing is supposed to, I was wrong before. I was told maybe Uganda or something like that, but I guess it's going to New Zealand actually. So, yeah. You're under the trailer. Yeah, you're gonna have to let it down, back up. Whoop! Tilt it up. Tilt up. A little more. Give it a try. You're clear. If you want to try coming in a little more, it's up to you. Tilt down some. There you go. Pretty good little unit. And this trailer, you see that? Trying to hold my phone level. You can see how it's angled up from this point. It's up probably close to 14 inches. So, alrighty, he's got her. Now we just got to get the rest of that stuff off. Later. Alrighty, guys, so way down there, and you might have saw it in the video earlier, but if not, right there. See that green disc looking thingy? Well, that thing is a disc harrow. These guys got to take that thing apart, bolt for bolt, cut all the cables down, disconnect all the hydraulic lines, clean everything up, stuff it in a container. That sucker is 75 feet wide when it's in field position. Stuff her in a container and send it to Australia. Lots of the stuff here gets bought via a Ritchie Brothers auction, and they're shipping stuff all over the place. So just like the header that we brought here is going to New Zealand, that thing's going to Australia. The young guy said something about that header right there is, I can't remember where it's going. I don't know. Overseas. Everything they do goes overseas. So, fun. Let's get her done. Now for the drive home. Talk to you all later. Alrighty, guys. So we're back home, obviously. It's a little breezy, but not bad. Helps keep the bugs away. What are we doing? Well, I want to make 5-inch high form. So lots of guys said to use 1/2-inch plywood and whatnot. Well, I got this 3/8, this old stuff. So I'm just going to use this. If I put a stake in the ground every 2 feet to 30 inches, I'm sure that'll be more than strong enough to hold a 5-inch form. How many of these strips I'm gonna need, I have no idea. We'll find out when I make the circle, right? But I know I'm gonna need quite a few. We're gonna do 2 19-foot concrete pads, 19-foot diameter, round ones. So 5 inches, we'll set the plywood down, the first one kind of on a high spot, and we'll work our way around. and try and keep it level all the way. And where the plywood has got an inch or an inch and a half gap on the bottom side, I'll just throw some clay up against it on the outside to help hold the concrete in place while it's setting up, basically, is all we're gonna do. We got that concrete wire. We're gonna use this. We had this kicking around for years, so we're gonna use this stuff on one of them, and then we'll use a bunch of that livestock panel stuff. And who knows, we might have to buy 1 or maybe 2 sheets of the livestock panel stuff to finish it off. I don't know, we'll find out when the time comes. But for now, let's get to work at cutting a bunch of these 5-inch strips. Basically, I just found the straight edge on this piece and measured it out, 5 inches, put my mark on either end, ran a chalk line, done. Cut her straight, do it again. Anyway, I'm gonna dig out my saw and we're gonna get to town at cutting some plywood here. So I'll let you go and we'll talk to you guys later.